What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you happen to catch my AMS 2 video earlier this week, I did mention I was going to hop back in and test out the changes they've made to the AI and just see what I think about it, see how much they've really improved and if they're actually consistently raceable against, because you would get lucky sometimes and get a good race against them, but a lot of times the AI just really did not hesitate to just absolutely destroy you if you were even a little slow going into a corner. Now for today's race we are going to be going to the Velopark 2017 layout in Brazil, and we're going to be using the Chevy stock car. I'm not super familiar with the car, and to say my lack of track knowledge at Velopark is not great, it's probably an understatement. I am familiar with it, I've raced it a few times, but I've never done a lot of driving on it, so I'm not the best here. I can get around the track most of the time. There's still a few spots where I make stupid mistakes just trying to push the car too hard, and if you've raced here you know there's some really uneven surfaces, and in a car that sits this low, if you make too big of a mistake you end up like bottoming out and you just kind of slide and spin out. You can't really catch the car or do anything about it because it just does not have the suspension travel there to be able to kind of like catch the slide and work your way out of it. It kind of just scrapes bottom on this track because there's a really nasty transition coming around one corner, and you can even see the AI kind of like get shifted around by it. Anyways guys, I don't want to waste too much time on an intro because like I said, this is just a video testing out the AI. There's not going to be a whole lot to it besides that, so let's just get in, get the race started. Hopefully we can get through this cleanly without me having to restart the race too many times. You guys won't have to see all that, fortunately. But for me, this could end up being a painfully long video to record, depending on how much they've actually changed and how the AI drives.
The track temp is 96 Fahrenheit P9.
And as you guys heard there, I do have crew chief set up to be used in AMS 2 now. At first you had to go to one of the project cars settings and you had to actually go in the AMS 2 settings and set the telemetry output. Sorry, I almost couldn't get my words out there. You had to set the telemetry output for either Project Cars 1 or Project Cars 2 to get it to work, but now it actually works with AMS 2. I was actually having some issues doing like testing to get ready to record for this video and not being able to get it to work, and then I finally just tried the AMS 2 setting in Crew Chief and it works just fine now.
Go, go!
So this car doesn't have any sort of traction control or anything like that, at least to the best of my knowledge there is none. Definitely is not on by default if there is any of this thing, so you gotta kind of really baby it off the line, and you gotta have some pretty decent throttle control in corners, as you guys just saw right there. And this is the corner I was talking about. If you're not familiar with this track, if you carry just a little too much speed through there, it kind of launches your car off a little bit, and because it kind of dips down, you end up scraping bottom in this thing. Just not a fun experience in general. You got to really watch that little section there too, coming out of that corner. As you saw, the AI in front of us got off a little in the grass, and in this car when you do that, it pulls you so hard off towards the side and wants to just drag the whole car off in the grass, and it's kind of a little rough to get it pulled back in when it does it. If you guys have much time playing AMS 2 at all and you haven't actually got to or tried out racing against the AI yet with the updates, as you can probably already tell, there's actually quite a bit of difference in how they react, especially when they're around the player's vehicle. Sorry, I got a little scratch in my throat. Even when they're driving around each other though, they just seem to be a lot more consistent about how they're driving, and they drive much more realistically and less like madmen. I mean, that's really the best way to put it. Before, the AI were absolutely horrible and just had no care for any other vehicles on the track, really. That last corner is another one you gotta really be careful on too. This thing likes to get sideways around there.
57.00.
Still trying to get used to the gearbox in this thing. I do tend to down or upshift a little bit late, like right after I hit limiter half the time, and I can tell, oh boy, it definitely slows me down. Managed to salvage it. I gotta say, the AI seems like they're just about as fast as they were before, because they were honestly pretty brutal to race against. It's just, they all drive much cleaner, and you can kind of anticipate what they're going to do. Ooh, just about lost it. A lot better. This car is very difficult to recover. If you guys notice there, I had to like really toss the wheel to get it around fast enough to catch and counter steer it.
Fastest lap for Zonto, 56.64. The guy ahead has just done a 57.00. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Oh, we're going over donut.
57.15.
Driving this car is definitely an exercise in throttle control. You gotta really manage your braking too. This thing seems to have incredibly good brakes on it. I am going to kind of shut up just for a little bit here, see if we can actually get some positions made up and focus a little more on the driving. Kind of talk you guys through what I've noticed already with the AI just in general and how they're driving, so let's actually try to really put some pressure on them.
It's now 92 Fahrenheit.
Oh, just about too much speed. They're still a little slow through mid-corner if you're really pushing the car on the edge. It might be different if you actually bump the difficulty up a little bit, but I actually just left it at where my settings were before just to see like a direct comparison using the same settings on how much has really changed. Say we got somebody really darting up our inside.
On your left. Clear on the left side.
For those of you that have never used crew chief before, you can probably really see just how like invaluable of a tool is, and it's highly customizable. So if you haven't already got it, I highly recommend it. It works with basically all sims and just makes racing so much funner. It's so much more information that you can get on your car as the race progresses. Plus, you know, just having knowledge of where cars around you are, especially if you're on a single screen like I am. That's kind of invaluable. And you guys just saw right there what I was talking about how easy it is to lose that car if you're carrying a little too much speed or just get on the throttle a little too hard and too early coming around that like weird dip transition there. The AI went way off in the dirt there trying to get around that car ahead of him. They always cut me off in this corner. I can never manage to actually squeeze through, and they're so slow through there.
E9, that's it.
I mean, I don't think we really gained any positions that entire race. If any, maybe one or two. I know I started off at mid-pack, so we definitely didn't make it too far. But I gotta say, that was a really enjoyable race for being against the AI, especially with what I've dealt with so far in AMS 2. They've really made a lot of progress, and if this is still early access, I'm extremely excited to see how much further it progresses and how much better the AI gets. And let me quickly rip my glove off the rest of the way so I'm not destroying my audio quality. I don't know why, I just have this really bad habit of doing that after my races, and I know it's gonna come through in the mic so bad. Anyways, guys, if you have been like on the fence about picking up AMS 2 while it's still in early access, I would recommend at this point, go ahead and do it. It's still at a reasonable price on Steam. It's not really that expensive at all. And I'm sure it's going to be more once it actually comes out in like the full access final release. So now's a great time to get in it. The physics are better, the tire model's gotten a lot better, the force feedback was already good to begin with, but it's vastly improved over where it was. And they're just fixing a lot of the small issues, and now that the AI is actually driving fairly decent, especially considering I don't have the aggression or difficulty up extremely high, I would say it's definitely a sim worth picking up now and getting your hands on and just having some fun with. I do want to jump in and do some more online racing now that they've kind of updated things. I've kind of avoided it just because I was having so much issues between braking and just how the cars felt to me. But now I really do want to give it a try. I've heard that the lobbies are pretty decent. I've heard it can be a lot of fun on here. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If you made it this far, please don't forget to leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, and I'll see you guys in the
Left
next
side,
one.
clear left.